spring truly is in the air as Apple has just dropped a bunch of new products on us. We have new iPads, new Macs, new spring-colored accessories for our Apple Watches as well as our iPhones, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm not sure if it's this new sky blue colorway that's doing it for me or what, but I am just so excited. Now, hardware-wise, there's not much change between the M3 and the M4 MacBook Air, and with the introduction of the new sky blue colorway, we have phased out space gray, still leaving Starlight, Midnight, as well as that classic silver still in the lineup. But truly the most exciting part of this whole thing is that now the base unified memory is 16 gigabytes across all models, all Macs, including this MacBook Air. And not only that, Apple has dropped the price down to $999 for the starting price point. And originally when the M2 MacBook Air was introduced with this new redesign that we know of now, unfortunately we did see a price jump of $1199, and even then I do think that was a really good value. But year over year it's been slowly trending down, so here we are now, $999, 16 gigabytes of unified memory for the starting price point is absolutely great. And every year I am kind of on the cusp of grabbing one, but this year I finally did it. I will give the credit to the sky blue colorway. I just, the moment I saw it, I just had to have it. Did pick it up in 13 in size, but it is also still available in the 15-inch size. Starting storage will be 256, and it can be maxed out at 2 terabytes, which is a lot of storage. But I did offer 512 to be my happy medium for a secondary device. And I'll admit, content has been lacking here on the channel, and to be honest, I just haven't been excited around tech for a little bit. But throw a fresh coat of paint on some Apple products, particularly the sky blue, and I will be at the Apple store. So box design stays just as it has been. You can see the little silhouette there of your MacBook Air. Let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Typical fashion, you will have full tabs. Should require a shimmy. Ooh, very nice. And oh my gosh, this looks so nice in this wax wrap. Whew. I've been wanting a MacBook Air for so long. I am a MacBook Pro user, but I don't always want to carry it around. And I just prefer Mac OS over iPad OS because I know I could just carry an iPad around. I have them all over the place. I really wanted a thin and light MacBook, and here we are. So, and then we have a color matching sky blue braided MagSafe cable. I don't know where my MagSafe cables are, to be honest with you, but here we are. Sky blue looks fabulous. I can't imagine we'll get a sky blue sticker. Nope, you don't get any of that. There are 2 different power bricks. This is the 35 watt, which is just the standard power brick. You do have these 2 USB-C slots. You can charge your iPhone and of course your Mac, but for $20 more, you are able to get a 70 watt charger. But again, I have them all over the house, and I do kind of like these because again, you could use them for more than just your Mac. And let's pull this lovely wax wrap off. Oh my gosh. It is like a Tiffany blue, but lighter, depending on how the light hits it. Definitely sometimes it looks silver, which I have been a silver MacBook user for some time now. In just the right moments, you do see that baby blue, sky blue color. Go ahead and open this fella up, and there is nothing like, woo, a fresh Mac. This never gets old, man. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this 13-inch size. My partner has the M2 Starlight MacBook Air. Not gonna lie, I get a little jealous seeing him from time to time because it's just such a great design. It's so thin, and of course it's gonna be fanless. And I'm so excited to check this out here on the channel. Whether you're a college student, professional, or just the casual user, the MacBook Air will be able to meet your needs now and as you evolve as a user. Although Apple promises over 50% performance boost over the original M1, you're really probably not going to really notice this unless you didn't spec it out correctly to begin with. And what I mean by this is that Apple is feeding us 16 gigabytes of unified memory for a reason. They know this is how much is required for Apple Intelligence to run correctly, efficiently in the background of your device. So if you've already upgraded your current M series Mac with 16 gigabytes or more, you're not out of storage, then there's absolutely no need to upgrade. But if you are considering to get your first Mac or looking to get a Mac for someone else, like a child or a student, there really is no better time. I can't imagining anyone out there is still holding out and holding on to their Intel Macs, but if that's you, if you are, it's time to set that thing aside, retire it, let it go. It surely does deserve it. As you can see, it has served you for many years. Amongst the other hardware upgrades, we do have this brand new 12 megapixel front-facing camera, and as you can see, it does now have center stage. Center stage in itself is not new, but it is new in this M4 MacBook Air, where it's able to keep you in the frame if you are dilly-dallying around while on video calls. And of course, we are still promised all-day battery life in this super thin and minimal design. It is still fanless and it does come in at 2.7 pounds, so again, super duper light. We already discussed that unified starting memory is 16 gigabytes, which is absolutely great, but for the first time ever on a MacBook Air, it now does go up to 32 gigabytes of unified memory, which is plenty to support Apple Intelligence and your other creative needs that you may have. And as for the display, as we've already discussed, it does come in a 13 or 15 inch size. It does get up to 500 nits of peak brightness, which, so if you're working outdoors, it should do pretty well. It's a great display. It's not pro great, but it's great. Like all Apple displays, it is pretty stunning, and you can rely on them to be color accurate. And if you've never owned a Mac, when it comes to the keyboard as well as a trackpad, you're really going to be in for a treat. There is no flex as you type on the keyboard, with just the right amount of feedback, as well as the haptics on the trackpad. They're really industry leading. They're really cool. Touch ID is still the authenticator of choice, so unfortunately still no Face ID, whether it's on the Air or the Pros. Hopefully soon, I have those fingers crossed. And as far as the speakers, they do sound great. There are no speaker grills, so they do not get as loud or as crisp as the Pros, but you will still have a really great listening experience. And another standout upgrade for those who like to use multi-monitor setups is that the M4 chip is now able to support up to two 6K displays with the lid open. Previously, in the M3 models, the lid had to be closed, and that outraged so many people. But I mean, if you had a multiple monitor setup, you were likely going pro anyway. But now, if you do like the thinner, lighter form factor of the Air, you are able to now have that multiple monitor setup that you dreamed of. But I'm super excited to be using the M4 MacBook Air as my day-to-day laptop, or if even I'm on the go just doing some casual work. And I do know that I'm in the fortunate position of juggling multiple pieces of equipment. But if you personally are still on the fence of picking up a MacBook Air or any MacBook of any variety, be sure to drop your questions down in the comment section of what you'd like to see tested. And of course, while you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, I'll see you.